everyone. Thank you very much for joining me. First thing I want to do is say what an honor and a privilege and a blessing it is to be in a position to speak with you and to share with you and to be even a little part of your story is something that I take very seriously, and I'm very grateful that you decided to spend your now here with me, and hopefully I'll be able to relay some information to you that will assist you on your path. First thing I want to do is just ask you how you feel this August. I know that it's been very taxing energetically for a lot of you. There's been a lot of purging of old ideals and old stories and things that is basically just your consciousness and your field being combed for whatever energy remains that no longer belongs with you, that we can't take to where we're going. So there's a lot of recalibrating, reassessing, and instead of taking years to accomplish these things, the energy is now sufficient to allow us to do it in a more compact manner, meaning that we take weeks to just get rid of certain feelings and thoughts that are no longer serving us and no longer represent the frequency and the vibration that we're attempting to obtain. And right now, whether or not you've been doing this for a long time or a few years, or maybe you're just waking up, collectively we feel like we've been running a marathon and it's getting towards the end, but we don't know exactly where we are. And considering that we've been going for such a long time, putting all this energy and all this work in, we're starting to feel like we're losing our wind a little bit. But I just want to tell you, just in case you didn't know, that we are in the final stretch. And it's about time. It's something we've waited a very long time for. And we're running, we're doing our best, and where's the end, we don't know, and we finally see a glimpse of that finish line. And what do we do instinctively? We pick up our feet, straighten up our posture a little bit, and we run. We sprint towards that finish. And that's exactly what Spirit is asking you to do. You're being asked right now to finish strong. And that's something you're very, very capable of. Because it's not just you, we've got a whole support team around us waiting for instructions on how to serve us going forward. And like I said in a previous video, a lot of the past energies that we're dealing with pre-awakening have already fallen away. We've done that work. We've put in the time and effort, and we've cleared ourselves of that. But what does remain is certain energies and ideas that were implanted at the beginning of our awakening. Because here's the thing about awakening and the ascension process is that when it starts going, when it really picks up steam and you think, okay, this is real, and I'm having this experience, nobody else can tell me otherwise. We're so excited, we have so much juice behind us that we pick up certain ideals from people, places, or things who tell us in order to ascend we have to do things a certain way. Not knowing and not realizing that it's up to the intent of each specific individual to decide what works and what doesn't. So nobody can tell you, if you want to ascend, you have to do this, this, and this. You have to do this a certain way. You can't go if you are still doing this. But what you got to realize is that may be a part of their own story and a part of their story that they have run through their own filters personally. So keep that in mind and know that you may be carrying some baggage around with you that you picked up post-awakening. So with that being said, what does that do to your energy? Well, a lot of us right now are riding this wave of consciousness, and we're dipping down to 3, going up to 4, going to 5, coming back down to 3, and that's just all based on the baggage that we're carrying. And it doesn't have to be heavy. If you were carrying a lot of stuff around, you would never be going to 5 at all. So even though you just have a little bit left that you're holding on to, make it a point right now to just flip the switch. Forget anything anyone ever told you to do and drop it all, come back home, and just stay there. Reset yourself, no matter how long you've been doing this. And what's going to happen once we do this, we're going to rise. We're going to stay right there on that 5th dimensional plane where we're supposed to be. And let me tell you right now, the dark on this planet does not want to see that from you at all. Because right now their attitude is that there's a storm going on and I'm simply going to ride out the storm. People will forget. Everybody's going to lose interest and move on to something else. But I just want to let you know that we are the storm. We're not going anywhere. We won't stop until this place is wiped clean of anybody who thinks that they can exist in a dark energy and play this game with us. It's got no place. Not allowed. And I say that with love for those who are confused about what they're doing. And I say that with love for those who are affected by those negative actions that are being taken. This is no longer a planet of separation. We made that decision pre-2012. So right now it's very important for you to reevaluate your own energy. Forget about anybody else's story. Forget about your own story and just return home and stay there. And that is where you'll find me. That is where you will find the rest of your brothers and sisters. And that is where we're going to call home. And I hope very much to see you there. Thank you very much.